In this video, we're going to take a look at how you can require certain dimensions be coded when you're putting in specific transactions into the system. So to do that, you would set up a smart rule that's going to either give you an error or a warning when that dimension is not coded on a transaction. So on your applications dropdown, go to the Platform Services module, and where you see Smart Rules, click on the little plus button. So for the purposes of this video, I am going to say I want the department dimension to be required every time an AR invoice is entered into the system. So the object that I'm going to extend is my invoice detail. So on my lines, I want to make sure department is coded. So invoice detail is what I would select here. Let's say you wanted to make sure that it was coded on all of your order entry transactions, then you would select your order entry transaction detail, and then you can choose which document type from there. Or let's say if it was on your purchasing side, you would choose purchase order transaction detail and select which document types you want to apply that rule to. But in this case, I'm just going to do invoice, and it's my invoice detail because it's my specific lines that I want to make sure that that information is coded. So invoice detail is my object to extend, and then I want it to error out. I do not want it to be overridden. I want to make sure that the dimension is always getting coded. You can choose to do a warning so that people can go back and fix it, but a warning can be overridden. In my events, then I want to say every time an invoice is either created or edited. So create, add is create, set is edit. So I'm going to do add and set. And then for my condition, this should resolve to false for the error to trigger. So I'm going to go to my field lookup. And in my field lookup, I'm going to find the exact field that I want a rule to be triggered off of. So in this scenario, I want department ID. So that's the dimension that I want coded to. I'm going to select department ID and say OK. So this says on your AR invoice line item, the department ID dimension should be does not equal to blank. So if that is the case, I want it to error out and I want it to tell me, please enter department on lines. Okay. And then I'm going to go next and I'm going to call this ARINVDEPT. You have to give it a name. You can put in a description if you like, just so that when you're looking at the rules, you know exactly what they are. And I'm going to save that. So now that that's been saved, I'm going to go to accounts receivable. I'm going to look at my invoices, and I did say that it's either add or edit. So I'm going to edit beside an existing invoice, and I'm going to try and change the amount. And I do not have a department coded to this line. And if I try to post it, it's going to give me an error saying, please enter department on lines. If I go back and then I do put in a department and try to post, it's going to post through. So that's how you would require a specific dimension on transactions within the system. Obviously, you know, if it's a different dimension, you're not going to use department. You're going to use whichever one it is that you require. And you're going to extend the object that you need. Whatever transaction it is that you want that coding to happen, you'll extend that object.